Hold on. Ain't nothing better than receipts. You feel me? So let me see if I can pull some real quick. Give me a second. Damn, it's been a long fucking time. How do I? How do you see old DMs? Hold on. Hmm. Okay. All right. Um, I I do like to be very transparent. I always thought Ebro was a very smart individual. I definitely always thought he was stuck in his ways. I listened to many conversations he had. I'm a, when I met Charlemagne, I told him, I said, I've listened to everything you ever recorded, and when I say that, I mean it. When I was studying this game before I got to the place I was at, I listened to everything. I went out my way to listen to old shit, new shit, every episode. I knew these guys. I wanted to be in the game. I wanted to, like, this was just a passion of mine. But it wasn't only Charlemagne, a lot of people as well. And I was just very interested, especially in the New York scene. I was a Imagine you having a passion and you're just starting out and you don't know the game, you don't know the industry, you don't know the business, but you think it's what it is. And this is why I put so much effort in trying to teach people what really this game is. I remember I almost got fired from a job. I was starting to do interviews, and I was trying to interview this love and hip hop girl, and she canceled on me 7 times. I called out of work 7 times. I had a regular job 7 times. Didn't respect me. I was a nobody interviewer. Nobody cared about me. But I was still trying to keep going. I always tell people, everybody these days, I'm on a shade room every 20 minutes now, but there was a time that nobody fucking cared. And I always tell people, if you're trying to come up in this game, you see academics and be like, oh, he's a success. He did this, he did that. Let me tell you this, I failed 67 times, but nobody ever talks about that. They only talk about me now. They talk about the success I got now. They don't talk about the failures. Don't ever be scared to fail. Don't ever think about shooting your shot or, trying a thing and it don't work out. It will happen if you don't give up. So I'm trying. I almost get fired. I'm still DJing. DJing's paying the bills and also this part-time job. And I'm trying. I'm trying to get in this shit. And my goal, I was like, damn, how could I possibly one day get on radio? Maybe I could be like a radio DJ. Granted, a lot of people were more popular DJs than me in the state at the time. But I'm like, how do I get there? And I'm only giving a story because for everybody who now act like, oh, why is he this? Nobody cares to know the story and to know it wasn't the industry that gave me a break. It was the people that gave me a break. This is why when y'all say, oh, he won't learn or whatever, it's like, there's been many, when I got to Everyday Struggle, I could have just went industry. I have an agent now. I could just be like, let me just shut the fuck up, collect these bags, they're going to work for me. But that's not what got me on. Even when I went to Spotify, millions are on the table, and I tell them I'm not doing this deal if I can't stream on Twitch. I'm not doing this deal if I can't still be me. I came up like this. I came up with connecting to the people. I came up with being able to rally them, being able to be honest with them. I've told y'all my biggest failures. I've told y'all my lowest moments. I've cried. I don't care. It's been done. But it wasn't that easy getting on. So I was trying. And I was trying everything. no matter what happens, I always have a significant respect for Charlemagne, because when I reached out to him, me and him used to debate. I used to watch the show religiously, The Breakfast Club, and I used to be just like, yo, Charlemagne, you said this, but here are these facts. And he would take time to go back and forth with me. And I was like, yes. I feel like I'm debating one of the guys. I was always like that. I'm starting to build movement, and I'm like, damn, how could I kind of get up in the game? Because now I want to do interviews and shit. I hit Charlemagne via DM because he started following me. I would always criticize him or always either agree with him or comment on what he's doing. He followed me. I hit him on DM. I said, bro, this might be a long ask, and you don't got to say yes, but is it a possibility that, you know, me and you could, like, you know, chop it up on camera for an interview for me? And he didn't blink an eye. He said, yeah, it's all good. Just come up to the station. Just like that. This is after I almost got fired from my job 6-7 times. I called out. My boss is looking at me like, yo, dude, you have a biomathematics degree. You don't have a job in that field yet. The only thing you got going is this IT shit. And you keep calling out because of some DJ interview shit. Sally Mae just about to beat your ass, bro. Like, you're about to get fired. And I kept doing it. And one of my first big interviews was really Charlemagne. And when I interviewed him, I said, damn, shit. I didn't think this shit could be easy in the sense of he didn't give me the runaround. He was just like, let's do it. So I said, maybe it's just that easy if I get a rapport with these people. I just interviewed Charlemagne. I hit up everybody at Hot 97. Everybody. Mass messages. Yo, hey, listen, I'm going to make it easy for you. I'll meet you whatever. I got the crew. Like, just give me like 20, 30 minutes of your time, an hour, anything, whatever. And I was met with the nastiest responses. Yo, ain't you Charlemagne's boy? Yo, what's up with you? Like, yo, nigga, whose side you on? And I was just like, dog, I'm a broke college kid working basically 3 jobs trying to make, like, I don't got no side. I'm not on Charlemagne. I'm rejected. Nah, we don't talk to you. It's all good. Disregarded. This is why I got the chip on my shoulder to this day. This is why when Ebro talks to me and Ebro says shit to me, I'm not in the nicest of mood, because let me tell you this. It's one thing. I know there's a lot of people who DM me who be like, well, I got the same story with you. I've been DMing you. I probably never seen it. Nigga, they responded to me. It's not like they didn't say, they said, oh, you fuck with our ops. That's what they were saying. I'm like, damn, they got political with me. They're playing, these guys used to go to war for stations they didn't own. None of them niggas own Power 105. None of them niggas own Hot 97. And this is why when I talk about what I have built, I flex on them niggas, because them niggas worked at these stations for 30 years and don't own shit. But they were down to persecute and push other niggas out the door because they weren't gangbanging. It's an equivalent, and I know this is not violent like that, but it's the equivalent to black people banging on blocks they don't own. People just was talking about O Block allegedly being sold. It wasn't. But when people were talking about it, they were like, well, damn, so you tell me niggas was killing over real estate they never owned? That's what we do as a people. Ask Ebro. He don't want to speak on it. There was a time when if you were a DJ at Hot 97, Hot 97 was paying the DJs dirt. Wasn't the mixed DJs weren't getting $10,000 a month by being on that station. Trust me, I know. They were getting $3,000. But you had to basically, you got the co-sign of the brand. So now you could do parties in the hood and everywhere and be like, Hot 97's DJs pulling up. They told their DJs, you can't get money if there's a op Power 105 DJ on the same card. As much as they talk about niggas in the hood killing over blocks they don't own, they were doing the same thing over radio stations they didn't own either. This is why I called out Ebro over Apple Music. Apple Music's playlist is not your playlist, brother. It's the people's playlist. This is Apple. That shit was created by motherfucking Steve Jobs. There's a board. There's hella legal people. I know. I was talking to them. But you still treat it like it's Hot 97. You treat it like it's gangs, and I don't like it. I landed on my feet. I became Ak. But what about the artist who he decided to give Power 105 the interview first, so y'all stop playing his record? What about the artist who he did a club booking with DJ Clue? So now y'all like, oh, he fuck with them niggas. We not gonna show him enough love on this side. What about those games y'all played with people's lives and livelihoods while people were trying to get on? Where all people who never had it was trying to make it with a dream. You sat up there and you played God. And you still do it. You're on Apple Music. They gave you the title. They gave you the title. Google it. I'm not lying to y'all. Ebro, Apple Music. It's going to show. Let's go to news. Global head. Here we go. Global head of hip hop. I remember when I seen that. Oh, okay. It's just recent news popping up. Hold on. I gotta. Ebro Darden. You gotta type in his full government name. You heard me? Here we go. Hopefully I can find Billboard article. Radio host Ebro Darden joins Apple Music as a global editorial head of hip hop and R&B. People, y'all could hate me, and this is why the majority of the industry feel a way about me. I want to put you on game. I posted this recently, chat. Go to my page. I'm not lying to y'all. Y'all must think I'm lying. I'm gonna tell you why. Another reason I didn't like Ebro, because I got on. He wasn't helping me get on, but I got on. Cool. I got on, and Ebro started putting out the narrative that my blog page was the single worst thing in hip hop, ruining the culture. Rap got more followers than me on Instagram. World Star got more followers than me. Shade Room got more followers than me. Baller Alert got more followers than me. There's much more influential and much more. Y'all might be like, yo, I got the voice, but there's so many. A blog I can't control. He tried to scapegoat. He said, no, Ak is ruining the culture. He's putting these guys on. Remember one time he said, yo, I'm sticking up for, what's the guy's name? Lil Nas X. Why y'all got Old Town Road in the country section? Why doesn't it show up in the hip hop section? And I said to him, and this is what, when y'all don't know the information, y'all don't know who to blame. Y'all think I control hip hop. I don't control shit. I'm a cog in the wheel. I'm a cog in the wheel. Ebro, let's read what it says. This is 2019. Think about your favorite artists 2018 and think about them 2019 going on. Is there any artist you could think of that their shit's been looking a lot differently? I wonder why. Let's read it. Radio host Ebro Darden joins Apple Music as global head of hip hop and R&B exclusive. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you right before I read the rest of the article. I posted this. It's important that y'all see this. It's important. Sometimes I post shit y'all don't understand. RIAA said this. Streaming was 84% of recorded music revenues in the first half of 2022, with nearly 2/3 from paid subscription. No one is buying records. Everybody is streaming it. But what makes someone stream a record? You go to Spotify, and I'm on Spotify. You go to Spotify, you go to Apple Music, you go to Pandora, you go to Amazon Music. You're going to realize the majority of choice in what you play is what you see. It's what the algorithms tell you should be playing. People don't use, I know everybody has to think, oh, I got the aux. But the aux gave you a playlist. The aux gave you the recommended button. Look at YouTube. If I go to my YouTube right now, if YouTube ever shadow ban me, I'm done. 70% of my views come from recommended. Think about it. If YouTube ever said, we don't want to recommend academics for whatever reason, yes, my niche following would still see my videos, but that's it. You wouldn't have the people on Instagram mad at me because my shit not getting recommended. So that's what content is these days. Is the algorithm in your favor or is it not? Let me read it one more time. Streaming was 84% of recorded music revenues in first half of 2022. 84%. Now let's go back to the Ebro article. Because this is 2022. He joined in 2019. Ebro gets more powerful by the day. Let's see why. He's been appointed Apple Music Global Editorial Head of Hip Hop and R&B. Let me explain the title. Global Editorial means you have editorial decisions. Curation of playlists falls under editorial. Who we choose to feature falls under editorial. Think about an editor of a newspaper. You choose what's going to be on the front page. You choose what's on the back page. You choose what light you want to put things in. You choose what you want to omit. That's the job he got. So it only took till recently where he's been picking at me, and I've said it to y'all, man. I said I can't go back and forth with him. Unlike Rosendweeb, because Rosendweeb has no power. He has immense amount of power. I've been standing in Capitol offices, and I've heard them screaming, fuck, Ebro won't get us no fucking playlist. Spotify gave us this amount. Ebro don't fuck with blah, 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 or blah, blah, blah. We got no fucking playlist. They gave us the bare minimum. Let me tell you something about people who are in this role. I've always said this. Look back at my go watch Off the Record, nigga. I brought Carl Cherry. He's basically this at Spotify. Go watch it. And even though I'm on Spotify too, I quiz that nigga. How you make your decisions? How do you pick this? How do you not do that? And I'm on Spotify. You'll also hear me say this. If I was doing your job, I'd be biased as fuck. You never see Freddie Gibbs on a playlist. You never see a nigga I don't like on a playlist. But that's why I'm not equipped for that job. I could run my blog that way, but you can't run a playlist that is being called Apple's music playlist like that. Imagine if I could run Instagram, shadow ban all my ops, delete any nigga who don't fuck with me page. Do you think I'd be good at being the editorial head of culture? No, because I'm biased. When I seen Ebro get this job, I said, Apple, you gave it to the guy who don't fuck with Kodak. He tested Uzi. He already said he basically said he don't respect Uzi's art because he couldn't freestyle on the show. Don't fuck with newer artists. Young boy. And also he's on Tory Lanez's fucking intro for it's called Money Over Fallouts, where he said, Tory, the best thing for you to do is disappear. You think he's gonna put your music up at the top? You think he's going to put your music in the favor of the algorithm? You think he's going to make sure that your music is getting a fair chance by fans? It's just like what I said. If I was in his position, Freddie Gibbs would be homeless on the street. All the algorithms would be working against him. That's why I'm surprised that he has this job. Because he's like me. When he don't like a nigga, that nigga ain't getting playlisted. If he don't like a nigga's movement, that nigga won't be getting supported. If he feels a way about a nigga, he takes it out via the playlist. Is that true? Or is that fair? When you pay $9.99, and they have this loss list thing now, so I think you could pay $12.99 or a family plan, $15 or $19.99 for Apple Music. Are you paying $20 a month to hear what Ebro, the nigga with the gray in his beard, wants you to hear, or you want to play what you and your friends want to hear? Who is he to make decisions for Apple based on who he likes and who he don't like?